Okay, my babies, welcome to our first episode of Makeup and Girl Talk. So this is a safe place where we can come slay that out of our face and talk shit about whether we've been through it, whether you've been through it, or whatever. Hey, there might be some instances where we do makeup and girl talk, and I might have somebody on here slaying their face with me. You never know. We're gonna speak a show into the atmosphere. But anyway, let me stop babbling and go ahead and get into our topic of the day. But first, I like to start off with my little face wiper thing. And as I'm doing my makeup, I will try to explain what I'm using. And you're clearly going to see me do my entire face while we just talking. But today, I just want to talk about friendships, different kind of ships. Now, I've had this talk before, but I was in a completely different frame of mind. So I see things from a different perspective now. So yeah, I know sometimes we have friendships and we be hurt when things go left. Things don't work out how we thought it would or how we feel it's supposed to. But we really got to get into a place where we understand that not everybody is always meant to be around you. Not everybody can go where we trying to go. And we have to realize sometimes elevation requires separation. Elevating hurts. Nobody ever talks about that. Everybody always, that's why I said, don't ever get to a place where you're envious of anything somebody else got. Because baby, the road to get it was tough. I'm sure of it. If they ain't have to manipulate and lie and connive and cheat and steal to get where they at, baby, it was probably hard 9 times out of 10. But we hate going through these things. But when do we really get to a place where we sit back and realize, yo, it might not have felt good. I might not have understood the assignment then. But we get to a place of gratitude and we're thankful that we went through all of that. Because, yo, if you ain't never really grew through nothing and been through nothing and got through nothing, what good examples do you really have? You're going to be entitled. You're going to think the world owe you something. Or just because you always had it easy, when something hard comes, you're going to lose your mind because you ain't never been through nothing. Like, I appreciate the rain. It makes me appreciate when the sun is shining and just as beautiful. I like it when it's shining, but baby, I understand it's not always going to be peaches and cream neither. And I thank the Lord for it. Now, this is just a Revolution Pro blur stick that I'm using to just mattify. You know what I mean? But anyway, I never was one to really know how to take accountability. It was always easy to just, he did this and he wouldn't want his shit. He treated me bad. He was cheating on me and talking to other bitches. And he ain't shit. He ain't a provider. He don't do nothing. And that was so easy. But when do we take that same energy and look at what we did? Take that finger, you, point that back at you, sis, because you're not, you got some narcissistic traits too. Like you can be a little more, you can stop doing the most too. You do a little bit of something. You ain't the most honest either, sis. So like really when you decide to really get your shit together, me personally, I got sick of my own ass. I'm tired of playing the victim. I'm tired of always talk about what somebody else did to me and I can never take accountability for my part and stuff. Like, that gets old sometimes. And I swear to you, I got to a place where I was like, Arleisha, just shut the fuck up. Sometimes you got to tell you, shut the fuck up. And I had my moment and I'm like, a lot of times and a lot of relationships would be salvaged if we just shut the fuck up. Listen to somebody. Stop listening to have a rebuttal or to disagree. This person's trying to tell you about yourself and you and your feelings. Or this person's trying to put you on some real shit. Excuse me, hiccups. So you can be better. And you're too focused on the negative instead of taking the positive out of it. Like, everybody not hating on you. There are some people without ulterior motives. There are some people that want to see you succeed and want the best for you, but you too busy getting in your own way, being all big-headed, thinking everybody's against you when they're not. And you miss out on some real good people because of you. Constructive criticism is good, just like compliments are good. It takes the rain and the sunshine to make a flower grow. So if everybody's always being so positive to you and giving you all these compliments and never calling you out on your shit, just enabling you to make you feel like you do no wrong and you do everything right, how you gonna grow from that? Give me the honest motherfucker that's gonna tell me about myself in and out. That's the motherfucker I know that love me and care for me and want the best for me. Don't give me no yes man. Out of here. Yes, let me hit these dark eyes with some color corrector just a little bit. But I'm like, yeah, we got too many yes men in our lives. I don't want to be nobody's friend that's just going to enable me like I do everything right. Like, tell me about myself. Sometimes I need that. Shit, we always need that. If it's going to better me, if it's going to make me a better friend, a better woman completely, a better everything, call me out on my shit. And it really wasn't until me noticing things with my kids, because I got to a point where my kids deserve the best version of me. Why am I over here still holding on to anger from when I was with their dad, and even holding on to anger from shit that had nothing to do with him, from old relationships and shit with my daddy and shit when I was a child? I realized I was still holding on to so much stuff. And that really affected the way I had relationships with other people. And sometimes, like, we too busy getting in our own way, we don't acknowledge it. A lot of times you've carried animosity in your heart and you taking things out on people that don't even have nothing to do with nothing. You sad, you still bitter, you miserable, and you just mad because you won't go out here and get the help you needed. And that's where I was. Baby, I ain't even gonna lie, honey. I was a bitter Betty. Sure was. Like, nigga, how the fuck? I've been with you for all this long and gave you these kids, and now, motherfucker, you over here doing everything that I was begging you to do with somebody else. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I was mad. But at the end of the day, sometimes you was just a placeholder. He had a purpose in your life, clearly. I had a purpose in his, clearly. Glad to see you doing well. Glad to see you happy. Glad to see you doing your thing and doing what you need to do as a man. And I'm getting there, doing what I need to do as a woman. But sometimes you will really fuck up some good relationships because you just mad. Get over that shit. Sometimes, when do you get tired of being mad? When do you get tired of seeing, I can't even see this person out in public without getting that sour feeling in my stomach. I can't even see this person's number come across my phone without feeling like, you're not healed, baby. You're not. Get some healing. I guarantee you, baby, it hurt. It hurt like hell. But healing is not so much of you. So many people say, oh, I want to be healed, or I want to go through the process. You too busy focusing on what that person did, and you're not taking accountability for the shit you did too. Because just like I could get on here and say he was all these things or he didn't do all these things, it's a lot of shit that I was doing too. It's a lot of shit that I didn't do as well. Honestly, and I think I told him this before, honestly, I ain't have no business saying I do in the first place, because I didn't know how to be nobody. I didn't know how to be no damn body's wife. I didn't know how to love my goddamn self. So what made me think that I should have went out here and say I do to love, honor, and cherish, and I don't love, honor, and cherish my fucking self? We so gung-ho to get the ring so we can post it on Facebook when these people really don't give a damn. We so busy trying to get the title and be somebody's wife when we don't know how to be somebody's wife. And that was me. I ain't have no business trying to be nobody's wife. I didn't. And I'm like, it's a crazy realization, but baby, tell the truth, shame the devil. Stop sweeping shit under the rug, especially when it comes to your heart and your healing. And especially if you got kids, shit, even if you don't, it's necessary. Get through that shit so you know how to treat people, so you know how to talk to people, so you're not sitting here getting in new situations, looking for shit or trying to compare and contrast this person with this person. No, my next ain't got nothing to do with what this motherfucker did. I want to move forward and be happy and forget all of that. Forgive myself, forgive them, even if they're not sorry. And I want to move forward. I'm tired of being mad. And that's another thing with healing. A lot of us need to realize Yeah, it's okay to tell your story. It's okay to vent. It's okay to share where you come from and where you are now and be proud of yourself. That's fine. But when does it get old? When do you get to a place where now this shit is just getting me attention and I'm going to keep talking about it? I'm going to keep wallowing in my mess and playing with my pity party and being the victim because it's getting me attention. I don't want to keep on saying the sad stories. Yes, things happen to me. Yes, I've been through some shit. But when do I tell my victorious story? This is what I'm doing now. This is what I've got going on. I'm whole, I'm happy, I'm healed, and I'm doing amazing. I don't have to keep talking about the old stuff all the time. At least when I do talk about it, you don't have to bash the other person, and you don't have to keep doing all this and all that. You don't got to do that. Because you don't got to make nobody's light dim out just because you're trying to shine a little bit. Cut that out. I had to do it. And I found so much peace within myself. I found so much peace within myself because I stopped looking for acceptance. I stopped looking for I'm sorry. I stopped looking for I apologize. I stopped looking for a thank you, maybe. I stopped looking for validation. You don't need it. As long as you are good within yourself and you know that, okay, yeah, there were some things that I messed up on. There's some things that I could have done better. Move forward and do that. See, that's why I can't do my makeup and talk to y'all because I be stopping. But yeah, I'm tired of being mad. I'm tired of holding on to all of this. No, but I'm grateful for it all. Now, I didn't think so when it was happening. And even after I left, I wasn't happy because, of course, we don't plan on making a big decision or a big step such as marriage and then divorce. None of us planned that. But it wasn't until after all is said and done. Now, I've been away from this man almost 3 years, and I'm just now really tapping into, Arleisha, you wrong. Arleisha, get your shit together. Arleisha, you can't sit here and make it seem like it was all him. Because, girl, 9 times out of 10, it was probably your ass. So, yeah, you just get to the realization and you get sick of your own shit. You get sick of telling the same freaking story and everything. But, I guess I'm just growing the fuck up. And it feels good. It hurt, but it feels good. But I say it feels good because I'm preparing for my husband. I'm preparing for my forever. I don't want to still be doing that same immature ass shit that I was doing over in this marriage to fuck up what could be God sent. I want to, anything unlike you, anything that shouldn't be in my heart, anything that I shouldn't be doing, correct me. Get this out of my system so I don't mess up what's mine. That's my thing. And it showed me so much. And I'm about myself that it was scary. I'm sitting here what the world? I really did that. I really said that. Yeah, I could say some hurtful things and I ain't know how to talk to people. I ain't know how to be all the way honest. I tell half-ass stories just to, we're not going to talk about what other people did to us. We're going to be accountable for what we do. So I'm yeah, you was a fucked up person. You can come on here and say, oh, I ain't even showing y'all what I'm using. NYX Born to Glow, this the color Walnut. But I'm yeah, you can always sit here and talk about what somebody else did. Talk about what you did, girl. You don't know how to talk to this man. He come in the house and tell you he lost his job. You made him feel like he wasn't shit. That's not right. I could have been so much more supportive. Now, I'm not about to sit here and take all the blame now, but I did a lot of shit. It wasn't until after the fact that I realized, yeah, Arleisha, it's easy for you to play victim. It's easy for you to say this and this and this. You still holding on to some stuff. You still mad. You still holding on to a lot of shit that you just need to let go so you can be better. Because this person that moved on and clearly ain't thinking about your ass. So what are you still over here mad for? Get it together. The fuck? Things happen. There was clearly a reason. You can't say it was a waste of time. It wasn't. You got some great and amazing, beautiful children out of it, as well as a learned lesson. And honestly, it made me a better person. Honey, I don't want to be mad no more. I want to go ahead and maybe we sitting here, even after going through these situations, we find ourselves, I put way too much. See, talking to y'all. That's way too much. I don't need that much. But anyway, We be sitting here praying, Lord, send me a good man. Lord, send me this. Lord, send me this. And then we find these people that, oh, he look good, and oh, he this, and he's my type, or whatever. We get in these situationships that we know damn well we are not ready for. And then we go through the same shit that we went through with this one. Now you just got a different name and a different face, but the situation is the same. I'm still going through these same things. Girl, learn the lesson before you jump in something else, or you gonna keep on repeating the same cycle because you ain't get it. And until you get it, it's gonna keep happening. Honey, go ahead and heal. The best way to get over a person is not to get under a new one, baby, because you will create more soul ties and more confusion and more mess and be lost in the sauce. Girl, take time and love on yourself. Like I never was one to like take myself out. Shit, I used to think that was embarrassing. You mean tell me I'm gonna go and take myself out to a restaurant and I'm gonna sit here and be talking to myself and stuff and looking crazy? People gonna walk by and be looking at me like I'm dumb or something because I'm sitting here eating and drinking by myself. Baby, look, I'll lie to you not now. I prefer going by myself. I be having good times. Having me a good old time. Give me a good glass of wine. Give me some good chicken or something, some good food. My go-to place is Longhorn. Because, honey, that Parmesan crusted chicken just gives me all types of life. Longhorn, I love you. If you're listening. My walnut look a little darker than usual, but it's okay. Because this little highlight is going to get me in there. But anywho, baby, look, I'm just ready to be a better person completely. I'm thankful for all of the things I've gone through. And I'm like, I just want my people, my folks that follow me and stuff, I want y'all to be better too. But I'm like, when do we just get to the point where we just tired of being mad? When we really focus on healing and being better, doing better in every aspect, where we're not sitting here wallowing in our mess and reliving what we've been through. Whether you just really want to, I get it. Sometimes you go through things and you want to be a testimony and you want to really help somebody else that has probably gone through a similar situation. That's fine. But sometimes we just got to stop just going over and over. It's overdone it and over and over and over and over because this person is giving pity. And sometimes we want to play the victim. And sometimes we just want the attention by telling our story. That's not the case for everybody, but there are some of us who do that. You play on people's emotions. People are empaths and they feel for you and they feel sorry for you. And you just like to garner that attention sometimes. And sometimes that is the case for some people. I have been there where that was the case for me before, but I got sick of that shit. Like, no, every conversation doesn't have to be all sad and drawn out. And I'm sitting here reliving shit that I went through. I don't want to keep reliving it. I don't want to keep talking about this. No. This light is making me look casket ready and I don't like it. Whatever. I know what it looked like, but with this light and it just look crazy to me. Oh, maybe it don't look crazy. But anywho, I like to look my color. I don't like to make myself look super light. But I just want us to be better, but may I give a short story time while we're doing makeup? So, not too long ago, I had an amazing friend. And I have had some regrets lately. We're not friends anymore. But I'm like, you know what? We never really had any disagreements because of ourselves. It was always other people in the mix, talking mess, bringing mess, sowing discord, getting stuff started. It was always somebody else. It was never like us having a disagreement. So I'm like, you know what? I'm on my whole focus thing, Team Arleisha, do better, be better, and all this. For my next situation, even if I don't have a next situation or whatever, I don't want nobody in the mix. Nobody needs to know nothing. And it's crazy how way back when I didn't understand when people be like, I don't want to share my mate. I don't want my person, whether you're a mate or not, whether you're just dating, whether you're friends. I used to be like, I don't want to put my person on Facebook. I don't want nobody in my business. I understand that shit now. Because if I could, I wish I had a time machine. Because if I did, nobody would ever know nothing. TikTok would have never known nothing. Whatever other apps would have never known nothing. People wouldn't have never known nothing. We just would have known what it was. You do your thing on your platform. I do my thing on my platform. Nobody got to know nothing. But when we link, we know what it is. And I wish we would have kept it that way. Because when you get other people in cahoots and other people's in the mix and they can stir up discord, or I know something about him, I know something about her, all of a sudden everybody got a story to tell. All of a sudden everybody want to add their unsolicited, stinky, raunchy ass opinions and stuff. And it fucks shit up. And then they left looking dumb when the shit hits the fan, or when their asses get confronted or something, they want to switch up. But keep people out your business. So, I mean, it's cute when you want to make the videos and stuff that you found love on social media or something. As soon as people get wind of who you dating or who you entertaining, they're going to fuck shit up. They're going to try to fuck shit up. And it's up to you not to let them. You, like I always say, I eat the meat and I leave the bones. You know what I want you to know. But I'm to a place now where, motherfucker, you're not about to know nothing. If you're not in my immediate circle, you're not going to know nothing. And I just really wish that the things I've learned about myself now, I knew then. But hey, that's why we go through things, so we can learn a lesson. Baby, I got it. I got it this time. Look, our topic is finna be all over the place today. Like, I be telling people, like, be careful, even on these social media platforms, when you befriend people. And me personally, I kind of find it hard to, like, befriend a lot of people that I've never really been around. I don't know what your energy is like. Through this phone screen, tablet screen, computer screen, or however you're on this app, you can be anything and anybody you want to be. But it's not till I'm really around you that I can feel your vibe and feel your energy. That shit don't lie. You can't fake that. So I'm like, if I ever seem like I'm standoffish or something, it's not because I'm stuck up. I promise you, ain't a stuck up bone in my body. But I'm very, 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 very careful about who I allow in my space, because once I love you and once I fuck with you, I'm loyal, and sometimes to a fault. And I need to be careful when I really let people, y'all, I look crazy. I look real crazy. Be quiet, because this is just how I do mine. But anyway, I'm loyal and sometimes to a fault, which isn't always a good thing. So I need to be mindful of that. So if you ever like reached out to me, try to talk to me or something, or like want to exchange numbers, like I've only met, I think I've only met 4 people on TikTok, 2 of which were amazing, 2 of which trash. But yeah, people can be whoever they want. There's people that will literally connect with you just to see what they can gain from it. There's people that'll connect with you just so they can say they know you or whatever. I don't know. People have motives nowadays, and you really, really, really have to look deep before you leap. Like Judge Meblin Ephraim says from the old divorce court. I like that one. But yeah, it's crazy that you have to be that way, but you do, because you can go into a situation with the best of intentions, but it doesn't mean that these people are. And I don't be trying to pick my friends or nothing, but sometimes, like if you have a male friend, hell, even if you got a lady friend, some of us ladies can see something in other people that you probably ain't seeing. Listen and take heed to that shit. Everybody not trying to pull you away from a certain group of people or pull you away from somebody. Some of us can see shit in people that you're not looking for. Just tread lightly. I'm not going to tell you to watch them, especially if I don't know them, but tread lightly. Everybody don't have your best interest. They claim they do. They pretend they do, but everybody doesn't. So yeah, that's another conversation. I'm actually almost done. It really don't take me that long to do my makeup. I promise it looks so much better in my mirror than it does on this camera. And my ring light, it wants to be a dick. But it's all right. We're going to get it together. Because right now I'm looking casket ready. But it's all right. Because I ain't even done. But like I said, in a nutshell, I just want everybody to be better. I want us to set whatever boundaries we feel we have to. And I also need people to understand, just because somebody sets boundaries with you doesn't mean they have an issue with you. They're protecting themselves. Allow them to. Because before, I'm noticing I didn't know how to set a boundary. If a person just let me know that they were for me, even if they were pretending sometimes, this is before I could tap into the energy and the vibe and all that good stuff. I just would look for the good in everybody. But some people ain't got no do right in them. And you're not going to sit here and take me for no kind of rides. I done been through too much stuff. So come correct or just leave me alone. But I ain't got no time to be sitting here dwelling on nothing or wanting attention because whatever our situation was garners me that. No, I just want to be better. And I want